Hey, V here, and today we are talking about the new story that you've got and that you believe and that you're moving forward with. And that new story is the foundation that you're gonna rest upon, that you're gonna stick your feet down into the ground as your solid foundation, as your sturdy foundation. Your 2 feet, your new story with your I can attitude. You know, it all starts with an I can attitude, I believe attitude and enthusiasm in your new story. You know, you got rid of the old story, the old lies, you know, and so now you've got a new story, a new belief. Okay, so there are principles to obtain your new story, to obtain this new belief. You have principles, and then you have methods. I got my I can attitude and belief at a very young age. When I started the trucking business, I was working at a landfill, and I'd come across an opportunity. Somebody had mentioned about owning a dump truck. And then my father-in-law said that he would lease it on to his company that he was working for, and if I paid the lease on, if I had the truck, then I could lease it on to them for 1% of the revenue. And I said, hey, that sounds great. At 19, you know, that was a great opportunity for me to buy a truck and maintain my job, maintain my income while I'm building my business. And so I went down and bought this truck, and when I went to go pick it up, one of the other drivers took me down there. We bought it. The guy handed me the keys, and this is a tri-axle dump truck with a Cummins engine with a 13-speed transmission, which I have never drove before in my life. I jumped up in that truck with a can-do attitude that, hey, if anybody else can drive a truck, obviously I can. And if somebody knows how to shift gears, then obviously I can figure it out too. So as I'm getting on to Highway 85 in Atlanta, Georgia, going on the on-ramp there, I got the CB in one hand and the shifter in the other, and I'm hollering at the guy in front of me, hey, what gear do I shift in next? How do I split these gears? Because it's you got 4 gears and you split them. So it was a learning experience, but it's a can-do attitude. It's a belief that, yes, I can do this. And so can you. You can do anything that you put your mind to, and you speak it. That's the principle. So we're going to talk about the principle of speaking. You speak the words, and those words, you hear them. Your subconscious hears them, your spirit hears them, and they are planted within you. And now, once they are planted in you, they start to grow. And I'm not talking about you start right now saying something positive and wanting it to grow, seed time and harvest. You've got to continuously be talking good results in everything that you do. Seed time and harvest. So the seed, you're planting the seeds of the word, your words, out into motion, into the universe, into your own spirit, into your own conscience. And now it has to cultivate, it has to dig down into the soil. Hopefully you got good soil, and it starts to take root and starts to grow. Seed time and harvest. And then the harvest comes. The harvest comes with belief and the I can attitude. But even when you have a little doubt, you've got to face it. You've got to take authority over it. You've got to grab it and say, no, I can. You know, when that doubt sneaks in and tries to take over, you talk to it. You take authority over it. You get it done, okay? You don't let somebody else come into your yard and tell you what to do. You don't let somebody come over and take over your ball field, okay? You run it, and you make the rules. You speak your rules. You play by your rules. And when doubt comes in, you speak against it. You take it by force. You take it by authority. You have the authority over your own words. You have the authority to speak what you want, not what's happening, not the results that are not what you expect. You want to speak what you want to happen. You take it by authority. That's the principle of speaking and putting those words in good soil for you so that you can have a good I can attitude and set that new story of success for you in your endeavors. Take that principle, run with it, and next we'll talk about the method.